Hello Pisces. All right, this is your general energy reading for November 2019. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Please be sure to click that subscribe button before you leave. Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising. Sure to show me some love with a thumbs up on or a heart on this video. Thank you for your positive, high vibrational comments, and of course for sharing these videos. I appreciate it. Okay, so we are using the Santa Huerta Tarot, Book of the Dead. This is distributed by Lo Scarabeo. I don't know, I become Italian all of a sudden when I say that. All right, the Hierophant. Very interesting. So November is already, it's... Well, in this deck, he's looking down at the Ouija board and he is connecting with the spirit realm. And of course, the beginning of November is the Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, in the Mexican culture. So to me, this sort of the Hierophant, he's kind of a conventional thinker, you know, he wants to bring people over to his side, but it feels obviously with the Ouija or the spirit board in this case that's being used here, that this is about bringing over spirits from the other side, bringing them over to speak to us, to mentor us, to help us. Let's see what's crossing. The Ten of Pentacles. Very interesting. So with the Ten of Pentacles crossing, it seems like this is about you manifesting abundance, fulfillment. You know, it's about you calling over the loved ones, the relatives, those who have lived their lives, learned their lessons, and are on the other side wanting to now advise us and give us help. Of course, we have free will, Pisces, to take this advice and not take this advice, but it feels like November is really about you being able, you are the most psychic sign, so this is about you being able to contact the other side and receive advice and help and ask for this sort of communication barriers in the physical world to be eased by communicating with the spiritual world, asking the spiritual world to help you resolve any family issues, any financial issues. It really feels like reaching out to the those who have crossed, those who have left us, and saying, hey, please come over, give me dreams with advice, give me signs with advice. I just feel like this is about Pisces being able to strongly connect in the month of November with the other side in the hopes to resolve problems in this lifetime. So below you, the Page of Cups, a messenger, you know, and the Page of Cups representing water signs here. But this is about news coming. News coming. So again, I'm feeling this very, you know, it's like I want to talk about, oh my gosh, like the messages are coming, and I feel like this is what it's going to be for you, Pisces. that November is about opening yourself up to receive the abundance of your psychic gifts. It feels very psychically connected. I know that there is a Mercury retrograde coming in October 31st through November 20th, but I feel like your communication is open. I don't feel like your communication is going to be upside down. I mean, you guys know I'm a Pisces, but I was born during a Mercury retrograde. So I tend to like retrogrades. They tend to have good energy for me. Kind of the opposite. So consult your chart for sure, your birth chart. But it just feels like that you will be brought messages, and words are hard. And you have to decide whether you're going to open yourself up to hear these messages or not. But the Page of Cups is a good thing. Okay? Whether these messages be a burst in your sort of creative well-being, in working on a project, in solving family issues, but it just feels like this sort of mending can be done. Mending and repairs. So let's see what's behind you. The Four of Swords. So you have rested. Perhaps you haven't been getting a lot of psychic messages lately. You haven't been, like, you don't feel like you've been connected with your intuition. Well, we can see this here in November is going to change. This sort of rest period that happens before you have to get up and get moving is so that you are able to physically be ready for the messages that you're about to receive, for the upgrades and downloads. Raising your vibration takes a lot of energy in a physical body. You know, it takes a lot of energy for spirit to communicate by pushing stuff over, by turning lights off and on. Well, it takes a lot of energy for us in our physical body to be able to raise our vibration to speak with them. And they have to lower their vibration to speak with us because they vibrate so highly. So it feels like whatever break you've been on, that it has been so that you could rejuvenate your physical body and prepare for the spiritual connections, the spiritual speaking. And that's nice. Always a good sign. So I actually want to get the Santa Huerta book for this. So in this book, I'm not a memorizer. I don't pretend to be a memorizer. I'm not. I don't memorize things. It's very, very hard for me because I'm constantly receiving messages from spirit, and yeah, it's a thing. So let's see. I can read. I swear I can. So in this deck, I have the guidebook here. There is advice of the dead. Comes with information on each card. So for the Santa Huerta card, it is accept the changes that are offered in front of you without fear of cutting ties and cutting yourself off from your old positions, old ideas, or preconceptions. A mutation is imposing itself. Well, that's pretty awesome because Pisces is a mutable sign. And this new beginning, this new offering, we see her here. She is with child, looking excitedly at the cradle that is below her. She is ready to give birth and to see what this mutation, this growth has to offer. So accept the changes that are offered in front of you. And now my guides are screaming, read the Hierophant. Read the Hierophant. The advice from the dead for the Hierophant. So we shall read that advice. If we can find the page that it's on. So the advice from the dead on the Hierophant: once you have analyzed the situation with foresight, your means and what you are able to communicate, proceed towards your objectives and your ideals. Oh, love it. Who doesn't want advice from the dead? Well, I do anyway. I mean, I'm sure some people don't, but I don't even know what to say. Advice from the dead's a good thing. All right, focus for me. You can do it, camera. You can focus. So, opening yourself up here, evaluating the situation, evaluating what does bring you fulfillment, what does bring you happiness. That is how you're going to get to where you're going to go, how you're going to get to be able to create and grow and develop and nurture. And it does, of course, feel around like it's around family. I mean, we have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Santa Huerta. I mean, this is about this family, this loving, happy relationships with your family. And where can this take you? To new beginnings. Beautiful, with the Magician here. So new paths are definitely on the horizon, but this is about you opening up to receive messages, opening up to your intuition, opening up to allowing these things, recognizing that you're worthy, recognizing that you deserve it. Pisces, say it. I deserve abundance. I deserve a happy family. I deserve an abundance of love and peace and happiness. Because you do. Welcoming in those messages, welcoming in the things that you deserve, and saying thank you. Just simply tell the universe thank you. Just simply tell your past loved ones thank you. All right, and of course, you guys know that I like to read what Raven Felon has to say. So this is the Messenger Oracle by Raven Felon, and it's RAVYNNEPHELAN. Sorry, I know I said that really fast. Love that you are different. And Pisces, let's face it, there ain't no one like us. We are very unique. You have strengths and weaknesses, and both are worthy of love. Know them, honor them, and do not heed those who tell you that you must change in order to fulfill their expectations of you. You will never be who others expect you to be. You can only be the unique individual you are meant to be. Love that you are different, for it's your differences and loving those differences that make you truly beautiful, which is exactly what I was... Wow. Goosebumps. Dude, seriously. Always trips me out when I receive a message, then we get a card that's exactly the message. You know, loving that you're different, loving yourself for who you exactly are, appreciating yourself. The future is bright with that with that fuel. Oh my God, the Magician. Words are hard. The Magician is the next step after the Fool. That Fool is that leap of faith heading out. And the Magician is about recognizing that you've taken this leap of faith and that you have exactly what you need to get to where you want to go or where you need to go. Pisces, you have the sun, the earth, air, water, fire energy. You are the 12th sign. All the signs are embodied in you. And that's why none of the other signs are like us. We are of all things, of everything, and honoring in a, of course, humble way, which is very hard. Pisces tend to be overly humble, but honoring yourself in the fact that you have what it takes. You deserve what it takes. You are mutable. You are able to grow and develop and be the best version. Listen to the messages. This is what's grounding you. Paying attention. So, of course, the best way to do this is to write it down or to grab your cell phone, open up the notes. Sorry, I don't have an Android. I have an iPhone, and on my phone, it's when you slide open the apps, it's called Notes. But jotting down everything. If you prefer to journal, write down journal. Then get your written journal, and but writing down these messages. If you're catching things once, but twice, 3 times, 4 times, it's definitely a sign. And meditating, perhaps every couple of days, going through your notes or your journaling, really meditating on something that's repeated over and over, as well as researching and finding out what these signs mean. But with meditation, speaking to your loved ones, those that have crossed over, those that we honor, our ancestors, and asking them to advise you and help you. It just feels like November is the time for that. But you overall are being encouraged to love that you are different. We see that you have the tools to handle whatever is coming. And we know that what you want is fulfillment. I mean, some of you may be having a child. Some of you may be starting a new project at work that feels like it's a child. This is just, honestly, I'm going to have to meditate on this to see what my personal message is, because this just feels like there's so much more. There's so much more here. It just feels like interesting. I'm just going to leave it at that. I suggest that you all meditate for your individual messages. It's hard to pinpoint it when you're doing a general reading like this. But I'm excited to see what comes. I'm excited to honor my ancestors on November 1st and 2nd, and to light candles for them and look at their photos and talk about them and tell stories about them. Those remembrance days. Because that's what the Day of the Dead is about. Remembering them, honoring them, appreciating them. And they're here. This is when the veil is thinnest and they can come and speak to us. It's a special time. So enjoy it, Pisces. Because it feels like whatever you've been looking for, they're coming to help us with. Your ancestors are coming to help you with. That's just amazing. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel with your subscriptions, with liking the videos, sharing the videos, and of course, comments. You know, YouTube loves to see comments. So be sure to just show me some love in the comments, maybe with a heart as well. I appreciate you guys.